Handplates, if I'm right, we're going to finish this today, unless the next 20 minutes are incredibly emotionally fraught. That's never happened in Handplates before in Season 2. Doing this willingly. Doing this willingly. I like this. I like the trauma. That probably says something bad about me. We're going to jump right into it before I think too hard about it, because at that point, I would need therapy, and we're going to avoid that. Hot dogs. And chips, even. Oh, that's creepy.
You always go, people need me to do this. People need me to be like this.
Oh.
So what it sounds like is that you don't have a choice about doing all this to us.
Except
right?
he does.
But, you know...
And he's about to question that.
My brother, you control everything that happens to him, all day, every day. But he still chooses to believe in you, that you can change. And he chooses to believe in me. And to be kind, and to care. Every day he makes that choice, no matter what you do to him. And me? Every day I choose to keep going. For him.
On the one hand, the fact that he chooses to keep going, not to trust him, not to try and escape, but just to continue existing, means, yes, Hans is as depressed as I thought he was. And really codependent. Although in this situation, codependence is less codependence and more actual, dear God, why dependence. Codependence usually has a negative overtone, where this is literally the only survival mechanism they have. But he's also highlighting the fact that even though they're limited on choices, they're still making a choice, which is what Gaster's trying to tell himself he doesn't do, considering the previous episode ended with him saying how he had to be at fault, he had to do it, he has to do all this stuff, he has to be the monster. Because if he's not, then he made the wrong choice, and he already made the wrong choice, so he has to make the wrong ones now, because they have to be the right ones, because he didn't make the right one before. But if he made the right one before, it was not his fault, and he can't stand... Basically, without realizing it, he's playing into the survivor's guilt and punching it in the face. So, yeah, technically it counts as a win, but I don't think he understands just how much of a win. Also, Xeon Dragon, you can't wait for the model, and manual breathing. God damn, manual breathing. Why does that always get me? Every time.
We're never getting out of here. We're never going to have any control over anything that happens to us.
Which is exactly what goes on with them being trapped in the underground.
We still make choices. Yet somehow, you out there, on the other side of the beams, you want me to believe that you've got less freedom than us?
Yep. Because he limited it himself and doesn't
don't.
realize it.
You've got choices. You're just not strong enough to make them.
Yep. Which the previous episode showed. He can't, because he won't let himself. And he's aware of that because he didn't say a word. I thought he was going to go delusional like he did with Papyrus, but no, he's not fighting it. He's just moving on. Is he going to escalate or do something else?
Your Majesty, what is it? Really, I can't be away for long.
Oh.
No. They were so small, Gaster. They didn't even want to fight. Just a child. A child just like my... Let me see it. Let me see. I can tell you more. Let me.
If he's freaking out over a single heart, that means this is probably the first... This is the first heart to fall. The first child in the underground. Because he would not be freaking out over a single heart if he already had them. So this is really early into the Undertale timeline. Okay, wow. I thought it was much later in, maybe like a few had already happened, but no, this is really early on. So they knew to get out required hearts immediately, though. Huh. And Michael Hamilton, how about you are now aware that your tongue is touching the inside of your mouth? Ha! Joke's on you! I've always been aware of that, and it's absolutely frustrating.
Let me look at it. It's the 6th one.
Or, never mind, the 6th. He didn't know.
Running out of time.
Wait, how is he so excited about the 6th? Why are there X's over his head? Oh, and he's plinking at it with his ghost hand. Huh. That's... They were kind of throwing up that Gaster was forgetting things, but maybe? It seems so weird that he's freaking out over the 6th, though. Wouldn't he have already studied the others? Maybe I'm just really off on it today.
Don't say that. I'm running out of time.
What?
Please don't say that.
Because if they get out, they're
I'm
probably
sure
gonna
I'm
take
close
him
to a
down.
breakthrough. I'll find some other way. Just please. There's no way out. Your Majesty, please.
The hand? What does he mean? I don't know sign
Whatever
language.
I become, please do not forget who I was.
Oh. And that's why he's doing this. He's trying to be the monster so Asgore doesn't have to be, except kinda too late on that one.
Promise me. You won't. I won't let. I'll find another way. I'm close. I swear to you, I'm close. I know it. It's not too late.
That's what his entire purpose was. To make artificial hearts. That's why he was so disappointed they acted like a monster or were compassionate by his understanding. Because he was compassionate. Oh. And that's why he says you have to be more like a human and be ruthless, because that's what he understands it as. Oh, that's fucked up.
It's
And
already too
further
late.
proof that Gaster is really small.
It can't be.
Because then everything you did was
I
useless.
refuse to accept that.
You refuse to accept a lot of things.
Failure is not an option.
Oh. He literally goes in, is told that it's too late, that it's already happening, his plan has already failed, and immediately jumping into, no. We're doing it anyways. It's definitely not a failure. I'm not deleting myself. Damn. Whoa, interdimensional fatigue? Potentially exploitable weak points in the space-time continuum as indicated by established vision underflow. Huh. Warning, latest test points are extremely dangerous and unpredictable. Oh, that's an E9F. Consequences from further research of this topic. Do not pursue this any further. Existing information is preserved here only for historical interest. Oh, that... So Gaster wrote this up here and down below, but this is actually for other people to read. And we're just seeing the translation of his writing. Okay. Readings during the emitter TML. TML. Just put an H in there. It's a web comic or web address. Session suggests the existence of weak points in our perception of reality. The weak points, further weakened or open in some manner, could potentially lead to alternate points, locations, and time, alternate variations of our current time. Other planes of existence altogether, hypothetical ways to access the weak points in relation to the barrier problem. And there we see how they're talking about the fan issues with all the timelines and the in-game universe, where there's multiple timelines that Sans knows. Sans. Wow, I can't speak today. Dude. I wonder if they're going... What? Okay, it's just a corruption frame. Sometimes I've seen a lot of people add things into that. No, that's just corruption. Yeah. Will this be moving beyond the original universe?
The darkness is clearing.
Or just work within that still?
Close. It's almost decipherable.
What's the green?
If I can keep it at the specific frequency, then it could be translated into proper images.
What frequency?
Don't
What's
distract
coming through the
me.
crack in
Stay
reality?
Focused on the days.
What is that?
What the fuck? No, okay, there were things I was not expecting. Bone goo body horror of skeletal what the fuckery. There's multiple heads in here. What is going on? Okay, yeah, do not cast Cthulhu. Oh. Wait, no, that's the skeletal head they use for their attacks, isn't it? Or a variation of it?
Stay behind me.
Yeah. Okay, Goo Bone Dragon, got it.
W.T. Gaster.
Oh, it knows
How
him!
young you look. These little ones must be your children.
I have no children.
You're very protective of strangers, then.
So, is this an alternate universe Gaster? Or just some random Cthulhu taken from outside of the universe? What the hell is going on?
Honest, go to the terminal and shut down the program.
But... Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You must still be linear at this time. Interesting.
Oh! So it's definitely from outside time, not just himself then. Because he's talking about linear, so this would have happened in its own timeline. Okay.
Did you intend to bring me here now?
Not entirely.
Shame we've never discussed it before.
We've never discussed it.
This plane is nicely physical. It makes one want to stretch a little.
What?
Casualty has its threads around you. But now I wonder, does it offer your son the same protection?
He's not my...
Oh! Causality has its strength. So he's already fated to burn out or be burned out of reality because of the face mask thing. So it can't interact with things that already have a set destination because it's working backwards because we can't see his face. But their fates aren't set, so it can do things to them. That is really fucked up. Okay.
my son.
He has a piece of your soul, as does the other. Isn't it semantics at that point?
What do you want? Why did you attack us?
I was
Because it
curious.
can.
As I'm curious now, I want to see how easy it will be to kill you.
Why? We didn't do anything to you.
You'd be surprised how often that doesn't matter.
Yeah, this definitely can't be a Gaster because that's way too self-aware for it to be him. Or it's a very, very altered version of him.
That's not fair.
Yes, that's correct.
Oh. Oh, that is such a cool effect. Because we just hear this. We don't actually hear him say a word, but they're just putting in the audio effect of him breathing, but having the stutter breath, showing that the voice actor is getting across his fear without ever having to show it. Because the images is showing him being protective, but the audio is showing him being scared while doing it. Oh, that's brilliant.
You leave us alone.
I don't think it
We're
wants
not
to.
scared of you.
You should be.
That's so. What a little hero you have, Gaster. He looks like you know. You're very brave, little one, but very foolish.
Accurate.
You must come from poor stock.
Even his blaster dragon head is cracked. Oh, because the glasses are too. No, that's not the glasses. That's the underneath the eye.
You hit hard, even this far back.
Oh, they distorted the voice even more. Also, I just realized this is not... Is it the same image or a line down the center? I can't tell if it's pillars or just different looks on the same body. It's so fucked up. Oh, that's a lot of teeth. Reset, primary summon offline. Warning, unknown emergency source energy source detected. Dimensional cross high. Low interception. Unable to save data. Oh, that doesn't look good. What the hell, man?
One of these buttons has to be it.
Press the red one. At this point, you could probably just press all the buttons.
S-T-O-P D-O-N-T-Q-U-I-T. Come on!
You're
Is there an escape button?
It's interesting. We should be pleased.
Just stand there, dodge it.
And you're doing quite well, considering your limitations.
Limitations? Oh!
Whoops. I forgot how fragile you are like this.
Because he
Physical
doesn't really
bodies
heal,
can be
does he?
So inconvenient.
Maybe that is a Gaster who's just more fucked up. Okay.
Are you okay?
Oh! Oh, it was his version of it, but it's like the dork, dopey eyeball version of his. Oh. It does not. Oh.
Leave us alone! I don't want to hurt you!
He's got the blaster though.
Child, I am deathless. You could not kill me even if I wanted you to.
Considering his big issues with killing, this is an infinite button of I don't need to hold back now.
Not. You, on the other hand, not again.
Not again.
Still up. Clever using destiny as a shield. Unless, if you don't know yet, it's a sincere gesture.
Oh. So they're blatantly telling us exactly what we probably should have figured out. Or everyone else already did, and I'm the idiot who didn't. Because we see this, because we know what's going on, it can see what we see. Because we're outside of the inner universe. Which is why everyone inside of it still references having a face for Gaster. Oh, that's kind of creepy how they're making a direct parallel to what the audience sees and what the monster sees.
Adorable. You have a lot of love for strangers, you know.
You can do this. Come on. Come on. F1. Where's F1?
That's a lot of teeth.
The rift is closing. The little one over there's almost figured it out. You know, I've always wanted to give a cryptic warning. I guess now's my chance. Dr. Gaster, you have such interest in the future, but it has very little interest in you.
So not only is the rift working backwards in time because the guy can tell that it's going to close, or it is closing even though he hasn't closed it yet. But he's deliberately just fucking around with what to him is obvious, telling him what we already don't know. God damn.
Everything you've worked on, everything you've created, none of it needs you.
Isn't that the best part?
None of it will remember you when you're gone. So you must ask yourself, was it worth it?
That's Gaster's mask, isn't it? A very distorted version of it. Not his mask, his skull. So this was a version of Gaster. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's fucked up. And the blaster head is the last part to go.
Soon.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't do that.
Are you okay?
Who was that?
I have no idea. I didn't think there was enough energy for something to get through.
Unless he was
But
paying
from where
attention.
exactly. Or when?
When? Maybe
You
both.
saved us.
Both of us.
I've put too much work into this project.
He's lying to
leave you
himself
both
so
now.
much.
What do you think it meant? About you being gone?
The best part about that, it was just being a dick, but it probably just gave hope to them. Which, considering it's outside of time, understanding what's going to happen might be leading to the events that cause it to happen. That'd be hilariously bad. But also kind of funny.
That's enough for today. You two are going back to your cell. Come on.
And they're not even trying to overpower him, even though they definitely could at this point. Granted, Pavlovian conditioning not to. Oh, this is different. No, that was the space that we saw when they were trying to heal Gaster. And that was his bone box around himself that was breaking. Okay.
But why would he do that? I don't get...
Subject 2. Come with me.
Okay.
Healing.
I hope we're going to do some puzzles. Are we going to do puzzles?
No.
Oh. Well... Then I hope it won't hurt too bad.
You won't be hurt either.
I won't? Then, what are we doing?
What?
I need you to heal me.
You're asking me to...
Surprised that he would
Last
admit
time-
needing it.
Believe me, I don't want you to either.
I didn't say...
But I don't have a choice.
And he's still okay
Why
with it.
not? What about the people outside? Can't they heal you?
I don't
They would
want
find
them to
out.
know I'm hurt. I can't handle it right now.
Why? Are they
He
bad?
wants to look
No.
strong.
No. They're not like me.
You know, I've told my brother this.
I know.
And I know you've done bad things. A lot of bad things.
To them specifically.
A lot of bad things.
Yes, I know.
But
Do
I
you
don't
though?
think that means you can only do bad things.
Actually, no. I was making that as a throwaway comment, but him knowing it actually is probably the exact opposite. He's aware of a lot of the bad things he did, but rationalizing the actual bad ones is necessary, where the things that he has the most guilt over are not actually his fault. Huh.
Things? I don't think that means you have to give up.
Because this was his memory of being healed. Also, chat said the United States, for $20, wanted you to go into system and delete system 32. Also, Linus Tech Tips just did a video on that. You actually can't do it. The system will not allow you. Until you, like, take some administrator access and then go further beyond that. Then you can, in which case, you just reset your computer.
You see things that aren't there. Just what you wish was true.
That's called hope.
There's nothing good left in me.
Doubt that.
It all
But you
went
won't
into
let
you
yourself
two.
see it.
Everything else is ashes.
I think when you make choices, you make bad choices a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Almost all the
Also, he just casually acknowledged what the monster just said, that their soul is part of his soul. But I'm assuming souls can heal in this. And he's not
time
letting
even.
his.
But when that thing was gonna kill us, you had to make a choice. And you made a good choice. You didn't have to protect us, but you did. And if there really was nothing good in you, if you really didn't care about us at all, like you keep saying...
He's mirroring what Sans just said in the beginning. About how he tells himself he doesn't have a choice. And then he does. And here we saw he had no choice and he made one anyways.
You wouldn't have done that.
So, which is it? Is fighting good or bad? I recall when we talked about a young skeleton during the war.
Killing was bad.
It depends. That's not the same thing.
Also, you couldn't kill the monster.
It's complicated. And stop trying to trick me. That's not the point anyway, and you know it.
He does, but he
I
doesn't
know
want
what
to.
you did this time was good. I just know it. And I know that means something, even if you don't want it to.
And that's also very
And I
true.
think if you really wanted to, you could do it again.
But does he
And
want
you could
to?
keep doing it if you tried.
But he doesn't want
If
to.
you really tried.
He really doesn't want to. Ah. Ah, hell, it's the That's... Oh, that's Gaster reaching out from there. Also, I hate this section because I love the music, but I know it will get this stream blocked. Ah! It's so good!
I can never be what you want me to be.
No. Grant he's lying to himself about this as well.
I don't know about that. You can be better than you are right now.
Just...
And I think you know that too. You can try a little harder, even if you don't think so.
Even without the music, this would just be getting me so bad right now. Just like stabbing me right in the heart. But then throw on the music. I was like, okay, no, that's fine. I didn't need those tears today. Let's just dehydrate ourselves with all the feels.
You're foolish for believing in me. I'm not your brother.
More
Really?
like your dad.
Even if I did. When you look forward, can you see me?
No. I never see you.
Because they could see flashes from the future. Or alternate possibilities. And he just confirmed that he has no part about it and they won't remember him.
Even now?
No.
And he's realizing what the monster
Please,
said.
enough.
Shattering cage around his soul? I think that's what that represents. What? Yep. Representing that the heartlessness he forced on himself is breaking, it seems like.
Oh, brother.
Math?
You're back.
No, stick figures.
Why didn't you wake me up?
Dr. Alphys?
Oh, they're on the bridge.
Yeah.
Or a bridge.
I thought I'd find you here. Hi.
Why is he making a fist? Actually, it'd be kind of awesome if they were actually drawing in sign language the entire time. I wouldn't be able to tell, so it doesn't matter, but... Huh.
Didn't want to bother you. You don't get enough sleep anyway.
Did you want something?
Oh... You know, I wasn't sure if it was going to be right now or later, but considering we have the literal work zone sign, the lacking railings, Gaster being shown to finally break through his little self-imposed lack of, well, humanity is probably the exact worst word to use, but you know what I mean. I got an idea what's about to happen.
Congratulations on your robotics work, by the way. Everyone's very impressed with your latest model.
Thanks. But that's not why I...
Don't tell the king I've been smoking, please.
I won't.
If he drops the cigarette into the void and it gets erased, does that unsmoke it? Or does he just keep the damage without the reason?
But I mean, he already knows.
You kind of smell it.
What happened? What did he do this time? I just wanted to ask about...
He's right at the edge of the railing.
How you doing?
You want to know about my emotional state?
Is that sign language or is that him signing off? He came to smoke, took off the lab coat, is at the edge of the railing. They're making a lot of
nothing
cuts
really.
here and there.
Just did some IQ tests and then he let me go. He gave me some more paper, I guess. You know, I don't think he's ever going to come back for the others. I think he was lying.
Others?
Oh, this is wonderful!
Whoa! What are you so happy about?
Well, I guess in so many words. I mean, the king's really worried about you, and, he's not the only one, you know? I told you, a while back that lots of people care about you, and, we're just...
I'm worrying people, am I?
Does he make the decision to fall in himself? Or does it happen by accident? Also, it needs to be said, Alphys has been portrayed up until this very moment as moderately confident. And now she's a stuttering mess. And I'm wondering if Gaster was a pillar and that removal is what made her less confident.
Haven't you been counting, brother? It's been 6 days! 6 whole days! We just want to know you're okay.
Well,
6 days since what?
Do you ever think about
6 days since he's hurt us, brother! 6 whole days where he hasn't hurt us even a little!
oh, they were writing in wingdings. And they drew his face, too. Oh, I don't want to see if there's... Okay, no, we don't have translations for it in the closed captions.
non-existence?
What? What do you mean?
He's doing it himself at this point.
Do you ever think about what this world would be like?
Because the dragon said, I'll be seeing you soon. Mentioning he's still linear. That he's going to do it to himself. That wasn't an accident, huh?
If you didn't exist? If it just forgot about you?
Dr. Gaster,
Not even death, but something worse.
Dr. Gaster, what are you talking about?
Huh, you're right. I wasn't even...
Oh, I knew it! I knew he could make the right choice! I knew he could do it!
And I just read chat where it pointed out the dragon also told him his work didn't need him. Which relates to the IQ test for Sans, who's probably showing that he is brilliant. That he's probably on par, or maybe stronger, smarter, or dumber, I don't know, but close enough to Gaster's intelligence that he can understand that it doesn't need him anymore. The big question is this where he decides to not exist, or does something else happen? Or something more, maybe.
Alphys,
Goodbye.
you've been a stellar colleague.
Oh yeah, he's definitely doing it.
Thank you.
He's actually being sincere.
Thank you for caring about me. You didn't have to do that. And I know I didn't make it easy at times.
Well, you're so... how could I not? Oh, brother, I'm so happy! Things are going to change, you'll see!
What will it look like? You know, we're probably going to find out that he fell in whenever they stop talking about him and are surprised why they're still there, for all I know.
And thank you for being so nice to me, even when I'm nothing compared to you.
My main worry now is how you'll be hurt by what comes next. And for that, I'm sorry.
What? Everything's going to be different now! What are you talking about?
I think we can figure it out.
I've said too much.
Whatever music they played got scrubbed out. Goodbye, Alphys. Please don't think about this anymore. Does it end with him jumping in? Does it just end and we
Everything's
know?
going to be good!
Well, let's hope so.
Ah!
Huh?
What?
Let's hope so.
Okay, so what just happened in this? Yep. Yeah, we're getting all the flashes. The creation, the beam. The memory of the monster falling into it. He's erasing. Heartbeat. They're ending it there, just letting us know without telling us exactly what happened. You son of a... God damn. I mean, seriously, this is... I just... So, unless something is going on with non-existing Gaster, who still technically could be in because that's how you found out about him in Undertale directly, this is going to be moving on to the story more about Sans and Papyrus rather than the story about Gaster, which is what the first 2 seasons felt like. And we don't even get to see him fall in. We just get allusions to it, and everyone... Well, him deciding he isn't needed anymore. And that his memory would cause more pain. I just... For all of the first season, for most of the second season, I was like, if he had fallen in, that would be awesome. Except they decided that the best thing you could do is right at the end, break his stoic indifference. Make it so he can actually feel again. Give him a chance to do the right thing. And he immediately runs away from his problem because he can feel again. His little shattered cage around his heart is broken, so he can't take it and runs away another time into non-existence rather than face what he did. But also hinting at through the dragon that he still could have parts later for all we know. If you guys haven't, hit up the links below to the original video. It's really well done. The voice acting is amazing, and the story is taking what should have been a moment of badassery and turning it into just a sad comment about a man giving into depression, and how even though they're a monster, in more than just the fact that they're a skeleton, they stop being one long enough for it to hurt more. Damn. I'll see you guys in the next one.